considering how blazingly hot my previous medical gear reviews have been and the viewership has been just on fire, I said to myself, what do we need more of? Medical gear. Hold my beer. Hey, y'all, watch this. So, we're here today to talk about moving from this headrest medical pack to this medical gear headrest pack. This is from LA Police Gear. Great company, man. Their house branded stuff is getting really good. I don't know who makes it for them. It's not made in America. That hurts. First one to admit it, that hurts. But it's built really well. Really, really, really well. All right, let's get this up with. Okay, I can't believe that actually worked. Yes, the tactical Raptor claw pointing device. I get it. Y'all are oversaturated with medical gear. It's kind of boring to some people, but this kind of stuff can and will save your life.
Let's go save him. Oh, I want to go save him. Oh, please, 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 please.
Just having it's not good enough. Having it know how to use it is a big deal. God bless him. Steve Irwin would be here today if his friends he was with on that boat would have known a little bit more about emergency medical.
That was too close.
Hey, yeah.
Let's follow him.
Steve Irwin, man. You talk about a guy that was just...
Oh, I'm a handful.
100% on and legit at all times.
Crikey, it's a radio mic. Have a look at this little beauty.
Am I the only one that has not forgiven the stingray population of this planet yet? I'm sorry, I have not. You've angered us. You've hurt my inner child. And I want payback. I want to have a worldwide punch a stingray in the face day. I want a little bit of satisfaction and maybe a new pair of boots. Breathe, breathe. I'm not in a good mood. Can y'all tell? Anyway, to move along and back on the... Okay, I've collected myself. I still think International Punch a Stingray in the Face Day is a good idea. Y'all comment if you agree. Medical gear can and will save a life. And it's one of those things where, I mean, most people will carry a gun without blinking, but get them to carry some emergency equipment in their car. Oh, I don't need that. You are much, much, much more likely to need something like this than you are your firearm. That being said, I always carry my firearm. So having this is the same thing. It's nothing more than a parachute. I would always rather have it and never need it than need it and never have it. Because the day you do need it is going to be a bad one. So this kit here lives on my headrest. And I have the large medical kit in the trunk, But if you're rear-ended,
Phrasing.
that medical gear in the trunk might not be accessible. If you're in a bad car accident and you can't get to the trunk and the people in the front seat need it, this could be a blessing. Is it potentially overkill? Maybe. But again, I would rather fall back on I would much rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So this little fella has some emergency equipment, as well as, I don't know if I still have my little pill kit in this one. I think it's actually, I've got kind of a back of the seat organizer too. And I've got a very small pill kit in there with just a really minimalist aspirin, Benadryl, Imodium, Pepto-Bismol, things that if you're driving and you need it, like Imodium. If you need Imodium and you're driving, you need Imodium. You know, so I have that accessible. I don't know if it's still in this kit or if it's sitting just below it. I'll have to double check. But on the outside, we've got medical shears. Now these ones are not huge money, because again, this one is kind of a worst case scenario. They're decent, but they're not X shears. As I look at it and as I listen to myself talk, should I upgrade them? I probably should, and quite honestly, that might be one of the next things on the list. But we've got a tourniquet on the outside. Not sure where that's going to be relocated to in the new pack. There is nothing wrong with this guy. The only thing I did not like about this was how I had to mount it. It hung, oh boy, phrasing.
Boom.
That's the spirit.
Shut up.
How am I going to say this? This is going to turn into a drinking game with phrasing. It would sit very lowly on the back of the seat of the headrest because of the mounting points, and I just had to loop down with paracord. Mounting point here, and a mounting point here, and you can see the paracord. I just looped it around the back of the headrest. Now it does have a Velcro pullback, but the Velcro pullback on it's getting pretty tired. It does have this little safety strap going across it too. The new one that I said we weren't going to talk about yet actually comes with this huge hook and loop wrap that you wrap around the headrest, and then this mounts too. And I'm quite excited about that because it's going to pick the stupid thing up. So my kid's not looking at it going, ooh, flashlight. If your 8-year-old's anything like mine, this may as well have a gigantic touch me sign on it.
Guys, we really need to talk about getting phrasing back in the rotation.
So we got medical shears, got a flashlight, got a chem light, and we have a CPR mask. Again, bad accident, chem light, you can see what you're doing. Flashlight, I do have a little plastic disc in there so the battery doesn't drain. Not the best idea, but again, I don't really... This isn't an everyday use kit. This is a worst case scenario kit. So that's the outside. I've got the flashlight hooked on this little clip, so it's always right there. Okay, now the internet will be awash of everybody in the world telling me how I'm doing this wrong. Thank you. Appreciate your comments. Have a nice day. Move along.
Of course I care about the planets and the buildings and all the animals on the planets. And the people.
This is the way I've kind of laid the kit out. that makes the most sense to me and uses the best of the space that I have available. This little bag has been really good, but it's a few years old now. It wasn't exactly high end to begin with. Okay, I think it was like 13 bucks on Amazon. But it works. So I'm going to take everything out. Again, the reasoning for my kit could very well be different than the reasoning for your kit. My kit is, if we get into a car accident, if things are just not able to be just accessed from the trunk, this can get the job done for them. I am trying a new camera app, so I'm hoping it works a little better. I'm hoping the distortion isn't quite as bad, because it seemed like with a lot of the other ones, it was like things were really out of scale and perspective, and I could not say I liked the audio. I was just using the app on my iPhone. So I actually am using the new fancy old one app. So what I have in there, multi-tool, just an old Gerber. It's old, but it works. Needle nose pliers. It's got little scissors, got a knife. I sharpen the knife. It is sharp. Don't know. Might need it. Gorilla tape, chem light, little flashlight, prep pads, gloves, Israeli bandage, because yes, gauze, wrap. Again, it's nothing. This isn't a boo-boo kit. This is things went really sideways kit. I actually have a cat in this one. I don't normally have cats, and I'm gonna do softies. Got a dressing, petroleum dressing. These work really well for burn dressings. I look at this guy kind of like I look at this guy. They don't do any one thing spectacularly well, but they do a lot of individual things passably well. And then you can get into, like your Israeli bandage, it's the same way. There's certain items you have, your tourniquet, it's a one-use wonder. It does what it does, and that's it. It does it really well, but that's it. Your chest seals, this is the full size, front and back. Try to see if that'll show up. 5x9, just a good idea. Combat gauze. Okay. Dare we get into this? I have combat gauze, obviously. I carry it, obviously. I have it in the car kits. I carry it in my boot kit. I carry it in the trunk kit. I carry it in my range bag. But I usually have one. Combat gauze in all of its shapes and forms, we're going to lump them all together, is a beautiful thing. Does it stop bleeding faster? It does. Has there been any documentation it saves lives more than standard wound packing gauze? Not that I've seen, but it's possible. And at that point, if you're talking about my family, I'll spend the 50 bucks. You know, if there's a 3%, a 2% chance, this could potentially save my kid over this. Done. That's the way I look at it. Your mileage could vary. This stuff is extremely good, but get training on it. Get training on all of this. It doesn't do any good to have it and have no idea what you're doing with it.
By jump starting an ambulance.
Clear! Damn it!
Another 5x9 nasal airway with our best friend lube on the back of it.
I'll get the lubricant.
There's no time for lubricant.
There's always time for lubricant!
There is always time for lubricant. I've got 3 space blankets because I have 3 people, myself included. CPR mask and some Quang, clear medical tape, and just the standard white medical tape. The only thing in here I would say would probably be difficult for most people without training to use would be the nasal airway. Is it that difficult to learn? No. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're probably just going to be Pulp Fiction in somebody's face.
2.
And as entertaining as that could be, it's probably not going to be the most pleasant for them. So I don't know that I truly recommend it. Get training on it. Give a hug to the poor person that's doing the demonstration for it if they do an actual person. If it's a mannequin, I don't know, you can just smack it when you're done. It doesn't really matter. So this is what is currently into my emergency fast access headrest kit. And again, I do have the little car seat back organizer thing, and I've got just a very small pill organizer in there. I don't even know what it is. It might even be a little tackle box that's just very small, and it's just got a few tablets of each. And I label everything on there for adult dosage, kid dosage. So I'm not always the one in the car. Sometimes it's my wife. And as much as I try to get her involved in this, doesn't normally happen real well. So let's move all this crud over and we'll kind of check it all over when we do. Into the new gigantic LA police gear. All right. Start playing with my emotions.
I'll wound your inner child.
The new LA police gear. What do they call it? Medium, large, headrest, black. Well, that's a pretty fancy name. But on their website, I want to say this guy is $30. They have sales all the time. And they also have a pretty good rewards loyalty program. Get involved in that. Save yourself even a little bit more money. I am relatively certain that these are not the Maxpedition really fancy pulls. But honestly, they feel pretty good. I wouldn't really question it. It's a zipper pull. Normally, I replace them with a big loop of paracord, but to be honest, that feels all right. So it's probably going to stay.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
I don't even know where I got this little multi-tool from. I want to say I've had it for years and years and years and years. All right, let's open this up. I've not even really looked inside this dumb thing. All right, so here we have the gigantic cuff. Use as a belt. And again, like the other one, it does have this MOLLE backing that you can attach to a plate carrier if you wear a size tree. Oh crap! That's on there. Hang on. Caffeine break.
I quit drinking for her. Just that one. I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill me.
Sorry. Not sorry. Need caffeine to function. Dealing with an Exceder number 835 headache at the moment. Alright. So we've got a red pull handle, which is, I kind of like that. It's nice. It shows you exactly where to grab the dumb thing. And then it's got this big lip that you would just grab and pull open. And you stage the zippers so they hit right here. And again, it's just a grab and pull open system. Actually kind of nice. All right, well, she is a kind of a lot of woman. We're gonna have to try to figure out how to fit this in there. All right, well, I am thinking I want bleeding control to be the most prevalent and easy access. That's how I set kits up. This is a grab and go though. Kind of like in the front seat if you're in there. So, no, let's see. Don't like obstructing that. I'm gonna say this is gonna I treat this camera like it owes me money. I swear I'm always smacking this stupid thing.
This video speaks less to the heart and more to the sphincter. In clothing, I think Korn would do well to learn more from...
Okay, so... do we do an Israeli bandage next to it? I can't say I like that. Maybe let's go behind it. Go behind it with the quick thought. And then do, where's my other packing gauze? Come here. Not in the mood. Okay. There. Is that a bungee? No, just paracord. Okay. God bless paracord. This stuff is just duct tape, but better. Alright, so we got, I would say, major bleeding control there. I'm going to say I'm going to put a chest seal. Now, actually, let's do this. There. Tell me the chest seals fit. Otherwise, I gotta swap this out with. Dang it, it does not. Alright, yep. Chest seals go on the outside. Israeli bandage going on the inside. I don't know if I'm wild about that. Come out relatively easy. Yeah. Okay. When you get your tourniquets too, please make sure take them out of the wrap. Okay, start over. A, buy real tourniquets. Buy them from a reputable store. Medical Gear Outfitters, great place. Tell the owner I sent you, he'll charge you double. Rescue Essentials, great place. Don't buy them off Amazon. You just don't know what you're going to get. Don't, oh, look, I got the knockoff cat. It's just as good. Stop. Stop. Don't be that guy. Don't cheap out with something that's only designed on the face of the planet is to save your life. Don't. Just don't do it.
I'd like to make something very clear. I don't have rage. I'm a happy guy. You see this face? This is a happy face. You all would be lucky to be as happy as I am.
Okay, so this is kind of sort of a tourniquet, but I don't use it as a tourniquet. Where do I want to put this? Yeah, we'll put this in the butt section. Alright, so what do we got left? Got space blankies. I'm going to say we're going to put our space blankies here. Do they fit this way? They do. These are just, are they North American Rescue? No, they're just a generic survival blanket. Again, understand what these guys do and don't do, please. Alright, so we got our petroleum dressing. Is this one big pocket? No. We don't have a pocket that's going to fit our petroleum dressing. Interesting. Well, it can fold over. I don't like doing that, but...
I don't like it!
Tis what it is. Alright, so that's going to be our dressing. Maybe I'll put the 2 bandages along with it. What did I drop? Uh-oh. Dropping lubricant. That can't be a good thing.
We got any lube? Like at this point, even olive oil would help me get that drawer on.
Alright, where do we want this little fella? Too bad that wasn't different. That would have been perfect. Alright, so... that works. What else we got? We got duct tape. I'm going to leave this here just because that's basically the same location it was, and I am a horrible, horrible creature of habit. And just tend to not... I'm going to keep that there because that is kind of sort of a tourniquet. Okay, I like that's location. So, I don't know where I want to put this airway. Don't really belong up there. Oh man, I've been slacking on my tactical pointing tool. I'm gonna say it's just gonna go right there. I think it's gonna go here. That's not a great spot for it, but it ain't gonna fall out. So, scissors. Oh, it's beautiful. Flop that over. these directly on the top. Yep, and you're out of frame. Okay. I'm just going to put the gloves right here so they're really on top, fast, easy access. I don't even know if I'm going to leave this mask in here. I mean, current line of thought on training is you don't really do it anymore, but yeah, I'm going to leave it. I'll leave it. I'm going to clip my little flashlight onto my opener because that's just better. I will. I like having these out in the open. And last but not least, it's just our tape. And that can just lay here. I don't even know what I want to do with it. I'm not even going to hook it to anything. I'm just going to kind of leave it there because it's easy enough to grab it. Okay. Well, hang on. That's better. Feels more like me now. So this is my review of this bag. Definitely think it's worth it, man. I think I got this. I think I got it on a 15% off sale. I mean, it was like $25. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was like 25 bucks. This thing is well worth it. Just having this cuff on there to actually have it on the headrest, get it way up so when somebody gets in your car, it's not hitting them in the face, it's not in their knees. You're putting the back seats down, it's not smashing into something. This thing alone is great. It actually doesn't have Velcro on this side, so you're not going to be catching your hair and into your hat. And pretty well thought out, man. I gotta admit, I'm kind of surprised it's as cheap as it was. But it is, so far. Wish they had it in something other than black. They've got black and tan. And to me, I would much rather see, you know, medical gear red, orange, something like that. But it is what it is. For the money, you 100% cannot go wrong. I'm pretty impressed by it. Could I? It didn't hold as much as I thought, because if you really look, at the size of the bags, this little fella's not near as big. It's definitely wider, fatter, deeper.
Phrasing. Shut up!
But this guy's a substantially larger footprint. I guess I thought it would hold a bit more, but I also don't have it jam-packed either. I've kind of got it organized. That was just a bucket of mess I threw in there. So, guys, get medical training. Carry medical equipment. If you have a gun, if your spouse does, have medical equipment. It's just really cheap insurance. Know how to use it. Take a class. The classes are pretty fun. I do my classes for free for people, and it's about getting the knowledge put out there so people know how to save a life if, God forbid, that circumstance comes up for them. Never miss a chance to be Batman. Right, Pat?
Because we never want to miss an opportunity to be Batman.
So, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If you got a friend that's struggling, call them. You got a friend that's sick, call them. Go visit them. It'll mean more to them than they'll tell you it does. Bye.